Hey guys, this is my tutorial slash guide for green run on Transit. The first thing you're going to want to do when you spawn is kill the first 4 zombies that appear in the room when you first start. Once you've done that, you're probably going to want to buy quick revive, which I'll do in just a second here. There we go. The next thing you're going to want to do is pick up the 3 pieces that first spawn in the room. The first one's the mannequin. You want to go over to the bench and place it on the bench to build it. The second one is the fan, which you can also place on the bench. And the third part is a propeller, which is just over in the other side of the room by the phone booth. So once you pick all 3 parts up, you want to take them all back to the bench and build the final part on the device. You can only hold 1 piece at a time, so you've got to remember that. Now when you get to one of these doors, it says you'll need a source of power. This is what the turbine's for. And in these power rooms there are parts for the bus. As you can see there, I've just picked up a ladder. And I'll use a ladder on the back of the bus, and it also means that I can get on top of the bus. Normally what I do is do round 1 in the first room, and then I go outside and do the rest of the round outside. So you just place your turbine down and it will open the door for you, and then you can place it to the next one. The turbine basically lets you open some doors without paying for them. Like the first door at the front of the building would have cost 750 if I was to open it like that, whereas I can bypass that by using the turbine on the source of power doors.
Okay, now you're just making me hungry. Hey, get back! I'll kill you again! Help!
As you can see here, I went down because I was quite dumb and tried to knife the zombie. As you can see, the knifing distance has been greatly reduced in the new Call of Duty, so it means it's a lot harder to knife a zombie through a window. It also means they can get you easier, because I don't think their distance has been reduced at all. As you can see, I'm going to open the door and get quick revive again, which does cost 750.
Puked in my mouth!
As I said, there's 3 parts for the bus. The ladder goes on the back just here. You'll also get a plough, like off of a train, which will go right on the front of the bus. It will stop zombies from getting in through the front window. And you can also get a hatch for that hole just there, which allows you to jump up from inside the bus, although I don't recommend at all putting the hatch on the inside of the bus, as it will stop you from getting a cool little melee weapon later on in the game, because you need the hatch in another place.
No stragglers!
Although if you just want the achievement, which you do get, it's called the Dead Man's Party Bus, which means you get all 3 parts for the bus and put them on in one game. Then you can put it on the bus, but I don't advise it unless you're doing the achievement. As you can see, I fell off the bus here. When you fall off the bus, it doesn't really matter. Here's a good place to fall off actually, because you can't get them stupid crawler denizen things on your head. If you do fall off the bus for any reason, just keep running to the next stop. It might be quite hard to see it sometimes, so you will get used to it after a while. As you can hear and see, I've got some denizen on my head. They're called denizens of the forest. They do normally take 5 hits to kill in multiplayer, so you have to knife them 5 times for them to get off your head. Later in the game you can get another melee weapon, either the Galva Knuckles or the Bowie knife, and I believe it reduces it so you only have to hit them twice. Once you get to town, which is where we just have got to, you're going to want to get off the bus, or run here if you run. Once you've got enough points, around 1,700, you're going to want to open the door that the mystery box is in, and it's behind you. That'll allow you to go on the box once and to open the door.
Okay, now you're just making me hungry.
So as you can see, you open the door and then you can go on the mystery box.
Burn, you stupid crap snacks!
You can get a decent gun, or maybe you'll get a bad gun. Here I've got dual wield 5.7. They're not great, but they'll do. As you can see, there is only a limited amount of time that the bus will stay, and it will leave. So as you can see here, I've decided to let the bus go, and I'm going to stay here. Here we've just picked up, because it's one of the source of power doors. Inside the door you'll find parts for the bus, and I've just found the plough for the front of the bus, which means now the zombies won't be able to get in the front window once I put the part on. As you can see here, I'm trying to go and find windows that I can repair, because I have 940 points and need 10 more points so I could go on the box. Kind of typical. But there we go, I've got enough now. I'm going to get that nuke so I can go on the box and not have to worry about any zombies.
Oh, it's like a magnet for the brain gobblers.
As you can see, monkey bombs are still here from the first zombies. They are good, you can still use them, but there are better secondary grenades that you can use.
Man, I'm working up an appetite. And another geek bites the dust.
As you can see, kind of trolled me a bit. I've got dual wield 5.7s and a normal 5.7 now.
Double points. Oh, even I can't screw this up.
So once you're at the diner, you're most likely going to want to stay here until you've got some good guns from the box. You can also buy the MP5 that's in the room, in the diner just there. Once you've got guns from the box and you feel satisfied with your guns, you can wait for the bus to come back and then you can leave. Or maybe you won't get any good guns and you'll get Teddy on the box and you'll have to go on the box somewhere else. Normally what I do here is, because I don't have any great guns to hold off in one position, you just do a train, and normally when at the diner I do a figure of 8, if you can see, and just keep looping round. After you loop round, just keep going and wait for all the zombies to spawn in the map. As soon as you think that you've got all the zombies, then you can start unloading. You could also do it while they're still spawning, but I wouldn't advise it if you are just new to playing. After you've got all the zombies, you just load off all your bullets into them to try and kill them as fast as you can.
Oh no, you don't fight me, I fight you! Man, I'm working up an appetite. Insta-kill.
Once you've killed all the zombies, you're probably going to want to go back on the box again. As you can see here, I got a pretty decent gun, the hammer. It's a big gun, but it does take a while to reload. As you can see, I just swapped out my monkey bombs for EMP grenades. That means that I can kill the boss, called Avogadro, in one hit, rather than having to take about 10 minutes to knife him to death. So once again I'm just going to train round again and wait until all the zombies have spawned in. One thing to remember as you're training round, where there is lava there, it will hurt you, so you've just got to try and be careful not to run over it. It will also slow you down, so if you can, just watch out for the gaps and just jump over them.
Die! Why won't you die?
As you can see, the bus does come back around, and it has just came back round. So I'm just going to go on the box once more, see if I can get another good gun, and then I'll leave on the bus. As you can see, I get hit from behind. I'm lucky I didn't go down right there. And on the box I only got the revolver and I didn't want to take it, so I just left it. As you can see, I just quickly take the Barrett 50 cal just so I can go on the box once more before the round starts. And luckily enough, I got the Galil, which is a good gun. Both the hammer and the Galil were very good guns, so this is pretty much the way I stuck out for the rest of the game.
I didn't need that.
When on the bus, you just want to try and keep the zombies from getting in, keep repairing the windows. As you can see, I forgot to put the plow on the front of the bus, so they are coming through the front. Also on the roof, the zombies do break through the hatch and will start jumping down from inside the bus. If the zombies do start to get inside, you just want to probably go to the back of the bus and just hold off until you've killed them, and then you can start repairing the windows again. You'll stay on the bus until you get to the next stop, and the next stop after the diner will be the farm. There's another source of power room in the farm. I don't believe I got anything from it. You just place down your turbine, wait for it to open, and then you can go inside the door. And there was nothing there, so I just left it. I don't normally stay at the farm. You can stay here for a little while if you want to. There are a few good places to stay around, but I don't suggest it. That's why I got back on the bus. As you can see, I've just looked up there and there is a gun on the top of the roof of the bus that you can buy. It costs 1,000 points and it's a 3-shot burst handgun. It is fairly good, up until about round 9 or 10. You can probably one hit kill them all the time. So as I said, what you're going to want to do is just keep all the windows shut as much as you can. You can also look out the back of the bus and aim off the back and shoot some of the stragglers that are running behind, but I don't normally do that because it's just a waste of bullets really. We just kill them later. Next stop you're going to get to is the power station, and you'll know that it's coming up just after you've gone over that railway there. Once you get to the power station, make sure you get off after you get there, because otherwise you won't be able to get in until the bus is gone. You're going to want to open the shed door, and in here there will be 3 parts. One part is the front plate for the power. You're just going to want to take it to the bench over here. The next part is the hand, which you're just going to have to look around for. And luckily I do see it just here, and it's just over there. You're going to want to try and do it as soon as you get in here, because if you start killing zombies, there's going to be zombie hands everywhere, and you can be looking for every hand. So once you put the hand on the table, you're going to want to find the lever, and here it is just here. Most likely will spawn in this room. There are only 3 parts, and once you put them all together, you turn the power on. As you can see, the outside this room, there's a little capsule coming up, and inside it is the electric boss called Avogadro, or Avogadro, something like that, and it will release him. Over in the right, the door will shut, so you have to be careful because you can't get out there, and if you do go out there, the electricity will hit you and hurt you. And there you can see, once Avogadro is freed, you can now go out that door. Part of the Easter egg, as you could hear, is saying that you must now turn off the power. You need to turn the power off to continue the Easter egg, but I'm going to leave it on because it makes it easier. Especially in solo, because Easter egg is really hard to do in a single player. Now just for a minute, I'm going to start doing a train around here. I don't really advise it, it's not something great to do. You will die pretty easily. And once you've got enough, you should start leaving them up here and killing them as fast as you can. You shouldn't wait until they get too close to you, as you'll see here. Just in a second, because I was quite stupid and reloaded just as he was coming up. And as you can see there, I did just get downed. Once you get downed, if you do still have quick revive, you just wait, it will get you back up. Try and kill all the zombies that are around you, and then once you do that, you just get back up. And you're going to need to be a little bit more careful now, because you know that if you get hit 2 more times, you will die. Now here you can see there's a little green sticker on that door, and I do place a turbine down in front of it. Now that door is so you can turn the pack-a-punch room on. What you're going to want to do is, to do this, you need to get at least 1 crawler or a walker, place the turbine down, and then take the walker out to the bus and keep him on the bus with you until you get to the city. Now what I did here was just to show you there, and unfortunately for the next few minutes I do have to go back round and get a turbine, because the turbine does run out of power, and if you don't make it to the city fast enough, you will lose your turbine. So what I did here was just waited for the bus to come, go place the turbine down, and then run back outside to the bus. You're going to want to take the zombie back outside. When you get up to the opening over here, don't worry and think he's going to fall down, because he will just jump over it. Even if you have a crawler, they will jump straight over it. And as you can see here, you can't actually get in the front of the bus, I mean from the side of the bus, because it's blocked off by 2 cars. Luckily enough, I had the ladder around the side, so I was able to get in. But if not, you just want to circle round here until the bus leaves, and then just jump in the door as it goes. And as you can hear there, he wants you to heat up the obelisk. So during this video I am just going to cut the bus parts, because I do go around on the bus quite a lot, and there is about an hour and a half of cut bus clips, so try not to jump off too early, otherwise you'll do what I did and miss the turning. Luckily I have the ladder so I can jump back over. What you want to do is go in this door, and to get the pack-a-punch on you want to throw a grenade at the vault door, and you'll see it blows open, and then throw a grenade at the next door. Then once you run through here you'll see the same sticker again. Unfortunately I didn't get here fast enough, so the pack-a-punch was closed by the time I got here, so I just waited till the bus was leaving and then I got back on the bus again. So once you lose your turbine, you're going to want to get another one, so you need to go back to the start, run back in, you'll be able to grab another turbine, and obviously if you need quick revive you can grab it there, just like I did. So grab another turbine and then you can get back on the bus and go do it again. As you can see, the zombie will jump up and come through the top sometimes, so just stay in the bus with him, it doesn't really matter. He won't kill you if you're good enough, you just run around the sides of him as he gets towards you. So as you can see here, I'm just waiting for the bus to leave again. I believe I'm going to run in and get Speedy Cola. Depends how stupid I'm feeling and if I forgot it or not. I'm trying to get the zombie to hang on the outside of the bus, but he just doesn't want to do it. Okay, so obviously I didn't get Speedy Cola. Once we're back at the power station, you want to get the zombie back off the bus again. Once he's running after you, you want to go back down to where it should be, where the sticker on the door is. You want to take the zombie out to around here. And when he comes close to you, you just want to run around him and place a turbine by the door again. You need to make sure that the zombie doesn't get too close to the turbine, otherwise he will attack that and not you, and then you'll lose your turbine again. So once you've done that, you're going to want to run back round again, get back on the bus and go back to the town. Also you can hear here, when the bus is about to leave, it will beep at you, sound its horn, and then you know that you've got to get on it. It will beep once the first time, and then the second time it sounds its horn, it's leaving.
If you look out the windows on your right,
Once you get back to the town, if you haven't already, you need to throw a grenade at the front door and the second door, and then if the turbine's still active, you should be able to go straight down into the pack-a-punch room. Once you get down here, there are 3 parts you need to find to actually build the pack-a-punch machine. You'll need to place them on the bench here at the end. So one part is the shell, the outer shell of the machine, which you'll see me pick up here. It's quite colourful, so it's not very hard to see. You're going to place that on the bench. The next part you want to get is the table. That quite often spawns where I'm going to pick it up now. If not, it will spawn right at the end there. So you're going to want to run back, place that down again.
I need more ammo. And cheese! I need ammo and cheese!
Now the last bit you want to get is the battery to power the whole operation. Now, as you can see here, the battery's in the corner. There are quite a few spawn points for it. As long as you know what you're looking out for, you'll be able to find it, so just remember these things. And normally there are 3 parts for every machine that you build, except for the zombie shield. And once you've done that, you just place your gun in there, and you can do that. You need to remember that once you have opened the Pack-a-Punch room, as soon as you leave it, it will shut if your turbine's not still there. So you're going to want to stay down here and Pack-a-Punch whatever guns you need. It's not a very good idea to sit and stay down here, but it's up to you.
Oh, fantastic! Now I've got a chance.
As you can see, I do actually stay down here for a round or two. It's quite hard to hold out, but once you know what you're doing, you'll be alright. Just make sure you keep hold of the window to the right of you, make sure they don't come in there, and you should be alright. It does get quite crowded, so don't lose your calm. Just keep calm and you'll be fine. As you can see, they sneak up on you pretty damn fast, so you just always need to be checking. I think there was about a 2-second gap I left between looking at the window and he was already there, so. As you can see, you just want to keep repairing the windows. You need to kind of make windows just a thing that you do naturally. You don't want to think, oh, I need to do the windows, just do them. Just don't think about it. As you can see here, you might be wondering why I'm not using my Pack-a-Punch gun. That's because I want to get rid of all the ammo so that when I Pack-a-Punch it, I will have full ammo on the Galil again. And it means that I won't have wasted any of the ammo on my hammer.
I disarm the enemy! Get it? Huh? Disarm? That's lost on you.
As you can see, unfortunately it did take me 2 rounds to get 5,000 points so I could Pack-a-Punch my next gun, but that's alright. If you do think that you're going to start getting overrun by zombies in a certain place, always use your better gun, get it out straight away. Otherwise you probably will die if you're just trying to conserve bullets. And obviously each round get rid of your grenades and things, as you may as well use them. Also, if you're playing on PC, try not to hit T too much when you reload, otherwise you will get stuck and you won't be able to move and you won't be able to see it. As you can see there, I did just write a load of random letters because I accidentally pressed T instead of R. So as you can see, I did Pack-a-Punch my gun. Don't take any stupid risks and try and get your gun back before you start shooting, otherwise you will die. Probably a better idea is before you come down into the Pack-a-Punch room, get Juggernaut, but I didn't. I was pretty stupid, but luckily enough I didn't go down, so I was alright. Once you have around 3,250, you're going to want to go back outside once you've got your Pack-a-Punch guns, and then you're going to need to get Juggernaut again. Juggernaut costs 2,500 and the door to access it costs 750, as you'll see in just a moment. And if possible, at the end of each round, try and keep a a zombie, you never know what you might have forgotten. So at the end of each round you just need to have a little think, say what do I need to do this round, what do I need to do the next round, what haven't I done yet, and then you'll make yourself live a little longer. As you can see, I spent 750 on the door and 2,500 on
Samuel
Juggernaut.
J. Stellinger could get any louder. Stuffer, whatever.
In the city is probably where you're going to spend most of your time during the game. Unless you want to go and train around somewhere else, this is the place that I suggest. If you don't know any other places, just stay here. There's 4 ways in and out. It's kind of like a crossroads pretty much, with a pool of lava in the middle. So don't get stuck if you can. It's quite hard to run around on the ground floor, so what I would suggest doing is open all the doors that you can. Go upstairs in the houses. Obviously this is the bar, so there's a pool table in there, and in the houses sit right on the corner of the house and just shoot the zombies as they come. This place is good because it means that if you do get overrun, the zombies will either push you off the edge or you can just jump off the edge. Also means you won't get trapped in any corners like I'm being stupid now and sitting in the corner. And don't take insta-kill for a... Well, don't mess around on insta-kill because they will still down you really easily. So you've just got to miss one shot and they can down you, so... Also you need to remember to reload at every possible time you have. Also stamina up is down in the bar as well, it costs 2,000. It means you can sprint for longer distances and sprint a little bit faster as well. So really for the next few rounds you're just going to want to sit here for a while, just do as much as you can, try not to get downed, and yeah. So I'll let you watch this bit of the video. If you want you can skip ahead to whenever I start talking again. There's a few rounds, I think I do up to around 14 or 15 or something, and then I start moving around the map again, so I'll come back then.
Hey! Take this, dirtbag! On the ground, corpse kisser! And another heat bites the dust. Enough of you!
Okay, so as you see here, it's the start of a new round, round 13, unlucky number, and I've just heard the zombie boss. So I don't think he spawns when you're upstairs, but as I went down he spawned. If you have EMP grenades, just throw it at him, and he'll die straight away. I just got an achievement there. You have no power over me. I believe that's for killing him before he actually hurts you. It did look like he hurt me, but I still got the achievement. And once you've done that, he's just gone. You can also use the Galva Knuckles, and it will take 2 hits to kill him. Or you can knife him, and I don't know how many knives it takes, but it takes quite a lot. He will follow you until you kill him, so you do have to kill him. And after that, you just go back to doing what you normally do. Don't think any different of it. If you do get overrun in the house like I just did, just drop down out, and then once you drop down, you just run over here towards the next house where the Juggernaut is, and you can shoot them down there, shoot them as they come up the stairs. And as you see there, I just unloaded the rest of my bullets, so I'd run out of ammo. There is a max ammo that I saw as I got it. So just get the max ammo, switch gun, reload, and then just start killing them again. Be careful that you don't get hit from behind and stuff, because they will still spawn. Even if you think you have the max amount of zombies, after you get a little bit of a higher round, they'll come in kind of waves, so the max amount of zombies will spawn, and once you start killing them, they will spawn again. If you get overrun, you just drop down and go over to the other house, or kill them and go back into the first house again. What I did here was kept a zombie so I could go back round on the map so I could get speedy reload, and just keep the zombie on the bus as usual, run in and get it, and then you have all the perks. During this video I did completely forget that there is double tap on this map at the farm, although some people think it's not such a good idea because it uses up your ammo too fast. If you have too much money, you can deposit it and take it out of this box here. This also means that if you die during the game, you can take it out during your next game, which is a very good addition. So if you put 5,000 in there in a previous round, you can take it out in the next round. Here is another source of power door. Place down your turbine, and as you can see, I got the hatch for the bus. Although I would not suggest putting the hatch on the bus, purely because it's easier to put it in the diner, and that means you can also get the Galva Knuckles. As you can see here, I've just gone back to the diner. I'm going to run in, and you can put the hatch in the very back corner, as you can see just here. And you double jump to get up, and the Galva Knuckles are just here. They cost 6,000, they're kind of like an electric knuckle duster. Once you got them, you just go back, and you probably want to head back to wherever you're doing your trains, or hold out at the city again. So in just a second you'll be able to see what the Galva Knuckles actually do. They will one-hit zombies till about round 20, I believe. It's a fairly high round, and they are a very good weapon, as you can see just here. You just one-hit a zombie. It's the same as the Bowie knife, I just think it's a little bit better, and it's easier to kill the zombie boss with them, Avogadro. Also, you can get the Bowie knife to kill him. They also, when denizens attack you, they'll only take 2 hits, rather than the usual 5 with a normal knife. As you can see, I just sit here again for a little bit, so you can either watch the video or come back, fast forward it when I do the next part of the guide.
Kill you again! You don't fight me! I fight you! just making me hungry. Oh, holy cow! I really did it! I mean, yeah! I did it! Die! Why won't you die? Confidence!
As you can see here, the zombies don't seem to be hitting me because I'm right on the edge. It seems that when you're on the very edge, the zombies also crowd around the bottom below you, which I didn't know. And as you can see there, I jumped off and got hit by the zombies that are down there. If it does happen and you get downed, you need to go straight away and get Juggernaut, and that will give you a lot more health. And once you've done that, you just continue. You'll get your. You need to go back round and get your stamina up and your double tap and your speedy cola, but don't worry about it. Just play as if you'd normally play, and it should all work out alright.
Someone over there must be getting probed. Okay, now you're just making me hungry.
As you can see here, I decide to actually run instead of taking the bus. I wouldn't suggest trying to go over the lava if you don't have stamina up and Juggernaut, otherwise you will die. You can just, it is fairly easy to run to each stop if you know how to do it, and as you can see here, the denizen jumps on my head and it does only take 2 hits to kill him because I do have the Galva Knuckles. This can also be a good way to train. You can just run around the whole map and the zombies pretty much can't kill you at all, as long as you dodge them. Maybe it's one of the better ways. As long as you know your way around the map, you can just run all the way around, and yeah. Also, it is good because if the bus meets up with you, the bus will run over all the zombies, and that means that it just kills them straight away and you don't have to do any of the killing.
You thought wrong! Well, your move, roly-poly!
Another good tip for when you have the Galva Knuckles or even the knife, when you hear the sound of the denizens coming to attack you, just use your Galva Knuckles a few seconds before you think it's going to hit on your head. And then that means when it does actually jump on your head, you'll only have to hit it once. You've actually already hit it before it's got onto you. And it'll also stop you from getting slowed down so much. And obviously because I got down, I'm going to get my perks and cut out the bits of the bus rides. I did fall off the bus early here. And I'm just going to run back round the side. And just keep running because I don't need to stay on the bus.
Where is everyone? Don't leave me! Too good for you!
Although I did say that it would be a good place just to run around the whole map, I wouldn't suggest it unless you know exactly where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going when you're running about, you're going to run into the middle of nowhere and you won't be able to get out and you won't be able to find anywhere. There is one point where I do get a little bit lost because some tracks do cross over, so you just need to make sure you know exactly where you're going. You keep little landmarks so you know when cars are in different places and you know where they are, so that you just know where you are the whole time. As you can see here, I've just ran around the whole map and made it back to town again. So obviously what I'm going to do now is just go back up into the spot and just start killing the zombies again. Now as you can see, the rounds do take quite a while after about round 10, because you do need to do so much in the map. It is a good addition, but sometimes it gets a bit too much. You will get bored, like I did during this gameplay, and I did end up dying because of the boss. So just go for as long as you want. The thing that I do is, if you expect yourself to get to a high round, then you will play to a high round. If you're not expecting it, you're going to get bored and so on. So before you start a game, just expect yourself to get to a high round, and then you won't get bored while playing and kill yourself. And just remember, if you do get bored and decide to kill yourself, make sure you deposit your money into the box so you can come back and get it during the next round. Another thing to do while you're training your zombies is always keep an eye out for any pickups that you may get, and don't get trapped in there like I did then and only just luckily got out. Like as you can see there, I saw that as I was killing the zombies. You just need to make sure you've always got your eyes open for things that are going to drop. And just like the other house, you just sit here and funnel them towards you, and then just jump back over to the next house when they get too close.
Inside their flying discs. Oh, I heard all about it. And another geek bites the dust.
As you can probably see, at the end of every round I do seem to be getting on the bus. That is just because there's certain things I want to do. Like now I'm going around to activate all the teddies. There's 3 teddies in the map, and at the end of it all it activates a song. I think the song's called Carry On. It's not such a bad song, it's not too great, but it's fine. So obviously I'm just keeping the zombies out of the bus. When you do keep a zombie, you need to try and make sure that it doesn't have any bullets in him, so he's not hurt. Because if he is, he will die, rather than just respawning. Sometimes when a zombie is spawned for too long, he will die, like that, but he will respawn. And as you can see that he was actually hurt, so he actually died instead of respawning. If that does happen while you're on a high round, I suggest going on top of the bus and sitting right at the edge, as long as you have the plow, and just waiting for the zombies to come to you.
Okay, I bite. What gives?
These beautiful green rolling grass covered hills are home to thousands of animals.
As you can see, the zombies will just jump straight up on the side of the bus and you just kill them. When the bus is moving, it's not so hard. You only get a few zombies, but when it isn't moving, it will get really hard. Try and kill them as quickly as you can. Use headshots so you don't use all your bullets and stuff. Here I was quite stupid and threw an EMP out into the abyss, which I shouldn't have done. I should have saved it for the zombie boss, as you'll see in about a couple of minutes. As you can see, as soon as the bus stops, it does get very, very hard. So I just jumped off and ran off a little bit. I just started to train them around the actual map. Just need to be careful that no denizens are on your head and stuff while you're in the lava. And then you just keep running. You need to make sure you know where you're going.
When the air's all full of water like that?
So as you can see just here, I ran straight past the power. I don't advise going into cities when you're at the start of a round unless you know a good train spot to do them at. The power isn't a very good spot because there's nowhere really you can do circles in there except out the front. Also, I was meant to go into the farm to get the next teddy. I believe I forgot, and I think that I run all the way back round again. As you can see here, I've just remembered, and I start to run back. As you can see, the zombies are still following me. You just want to run round them. As long as the denizens aren't on your head, then you should be fine. You might take an odd hit now and again if you run too slowly, but you should be fine. It's a wide open space, so you do have a lot of area to play with. Just follow the roads, follow the lights, follow whatever you know to get wherever you're going.
I could do that all day. You thought wrong!
So as you can see here, the bus has just gone past, and if you listen carefully, you can hear the zombies actually being run over by the bus. So that takes a good amount of zombies out of your train, which is quite good. Up here I did go the wrong way, so as I said, you need to know your landmarks so you know where you're going. And just up here I realised that I've gone the wrong way. So I realised by looking at the pylons and stuff and thought, this can't be the right way. just up ahead. So as you can see, I was a bit stupid and didn't see the farm that's on the left right now. You can actually see it. And I kept going straight. And realised this isn't right, I'm too close to the box. This isn't near the farm. I had to turn around and go back. As long as you keep landmarks in your mind that you know about, you'll be fine when you're running around. And there's the farm just there. Now, once you're in the farm, well, I don't advise going here, but as I've said before, but I was just coming here so I could get the teddy. I was a bit silly and killed pretty much the whole round off. And there's the first time that I realised that double tap was actually in the map. So to get the teddy, you just want to go in the house. Then you go upstairs, and it's laying on a little mattress just there. And then the song's on. I'm gonna let you listen to the rest. I do get downed by the boss monster in a minute because I do kill him, because it only takes 2 hits to kill him. But what I didn't realise was that when I killed him, it takes a few seconds for him to disappear. So I couldn't actually run through him, so he killed me. Well, I got trapped in by zombies and got down straight away. There he is. He just spawned. And I actually kill him, and I should be able to run straight through. That's why I tried to run, and he didn't disappear. So that's the end of the guide anyway. You can last for as long as you need to after that. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. I'll have more guides and tutorials coming soon. Enjoy the music. Thanks for watching, guys.